Hi everyone, it's Clyde at Vibrant Soap, and I'm not going to be happy until I figure out this spin swirl. So if anything, these videos are going to document my process in figuring this thing out, and I'll let you know what's going on. So this one has no color tutorial because the last video that I posted, the soap called Fancy, has the color tutorial that hopefully I'll be able to get into the soap this time. So let's see how this goes. Let's get started. And we begin. Let's see how this one goes this time. This is just blending the oils and the clay. But I think I'll plug in my blender first. Okay, let's lie in there and speed everything up so that we can get to the spin swirl. Good. I'll blend that a little bit more, but let me get my camera set up. Alright then, let's get the oil in there. Fragrance oil. Wow, that's a full bowl. Let's move that over there. I think that was my problem last time, is I discounted the water too much. Pretty good. So I've renamed this soap again. It's going to be called Dizzy Fig, referring to the spin swirl. And I've fragranced it with cranberry fig. I really love that scent. It's kind of a pungent, sweet scent. And let's see, I lost track of my white. The orange is pretty light. Give my colors a stir. This is much better. This is, if you can see that, it's very liquid. The orange and the blue. It's the ochre green. This green always turns a sort of yucky green-brown color, but then it brightens up again, so I'm not worried about that. And the black. And they're all behaving themselves. I kept my colors, these three, in the smaller containers. Those are going to be grouped, and then these are going to be grouped in the bigger cups. Let's start with the black. Pouring in the corners, opposite corners. I hope you can see that. And I don't want to do the green in next because I want the contrast, so let's do that. And then I'm going to start with, I think, the lighter colors on the opposing corners. And I think one of the secrets to this is to pour, not get a whole bunch of pores in there, but a substantial amount so that you have a mass of color. It will become finer swirls when you spin it. Green. Here, the ochre. Start again with the black. white. the orange. So remember, I have two different color schemes going on there. This is the opposing corners, and it's just a wild idea that I'm experimenting with. Okay, so let me move these aside and use them for something else. Okay, let me tap this down. I think another secret is to abruptly stop the spin. We'll get some inertia going too. There I'll stop because I don't want it to get too, what I want to say, mixed together like it is on the edges there. But let me bring you in a little bit closer because some interesting things are happening. So here's the surface. So it's really interesting. I've never done a swirl like this, so it's very cool to look at. This area right in there has all these little tight ones. That blue looks great in there. The blue is darker as I'm looking at it than in the camera. Alright, so there's the whole thing together. And the only thing I wish, and maybe next time I do this, is that I'll have to keep an eye on the brighter colors in this one. Notice that not every single bar is going to get that orange, blue, and ochre color. But remember, the color scheme that we're doing here is a combination of two color schemes, and that ends up being pretty cool. So I'll bring you back for the cutting of this. This by no means is the last time I'm going to try this swirl because it is very interesting. So stick around for the cutting. Okay, let's unmold Dizzy Fig. See how this spin swirl turned out. You can see it's falling out of the mold all on its own. But let's pull away the sides first. Some nice swirls there. I love how the color goes right around the edge. It's a little soft. And I sprayed this one with alcohol. These will clean up nicely though. Let's see, these are all falling out of the mold. Really slick. That's a nice one. They're all so different. This one has just a trace of that orange in it. That's a cool one. Let's just get these dividers out of there. They did sweat a little bit in the mold because it gelled, but that just really helps them to fall out of the mold even more. And I sprayed them more than once with alcohol just so that I could keep the ash from forming. That one's cool too. Nice. So you can see the two different color schemes mixing sometimes. Find a good representation of that. This one, a little dot of blue is kind of cool. But you can see, even though the color schemes are quite different, they mixed together and it's not chaos. So that little experiment paid off. And thanks for watching, guys. And we'll show you the cut and cleaned soaps right after this. Thanks for watching. This is Clyde at Vibrant Soap. Take care.